Brodes Media.
We're going to make fun of the Mets for the next half hour, and it's going to be beautiful, okay? I'm a little nervous about the Phils still, but this is why I screamed, you better not lose to this horrible Mets team. You do know the Mets haven't won a series since they swept the Phillies the last time these two teams met, okay? All right. You squeezed away with the series win that you did not deserve. Walking guys, hitting men, I mean, come on now. Dropping fly balls out in left field like we saw on Friday night. Can't catch the ball at second base. It gets dropped. It's laughable. Buck Showalter loses control. Decision making. Hilarious. The Mets met. That's why when you lose to them nonstop and it takes you 6,000 years to beat them in a series, it pisses me off. It makes me sick. I'm aggravated. And the way that this was trending, Jose Alvarado allows a home run. You're down a ton of runs. How many times are you going to fail with runners in scoring position? It's been a long time now. This whole let's just wait it out and they'll be fine. They'll go through the peaks and valleys. No, they're just not a good team with runners in scoring position. That's it. I bet you there's going to be a time where this season ends and we say, you know what killed them? You know what their Achilles heel? You don't get the timely hits. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Walker wasn't very good. Sanchez did his job. Taijuan Walker was gross. And it raises the question, did they do the right thing by keeping Sanchez in the starting rotation instead of skipping it because of the way the schedule fell? And I think they did the right thing. He did very well. I don't like going to Marte, and you can say that, well, Rob Thompson on Friday night in a 5-1 effort, so it wasn't a save spot at all. You went to your top guys. Here's Gregory Soto, here's Jose Alvarado, and here's Craig Kimbrell, which maybe led to different decision-making in Game 2. I think what's happening is they fell in love with Marte after that fantastic and beautiful save, and that threw their judgment into a loop when reality is he's not that sharp, okay? He's not that dynamite. He's not going to be exceptional nonstop. He got creamed after Sanchez got pulled out of the game. Maybe it makes no difference at all. Once again, whenever there's someone who's up at the dish and you desperately need it, they're not doing a good enough job. Trey Turner delivered on Sunday afternoon, though, huh? The home run to start you off. You got an RBI single in there, too. Good for JT. He got the one hit in the 8th before the Mets blew it. But it's walk. I can't believe it. They're hitting guys. And then Craig Kimbrell takes the ball and hits Pete Alonso. Oh, man. You know he did that on purpose. No, I don't know. He's so old school that I could see it. At the same time, in a 1-run game, with the way this was trending, and you somehow magically having the lead, would Craig Kimbrell do that? I don't know, man. He's a guy that's willing to take pitch violations. Doesn't matter. 0-2 count goes to a 2-2 count, but then for the third strike, that's some looking. I've seen that happen a handful of times now. He doesn't care, so maybe he just doesn't care and said, hey, Pete Alonso, fuck you! Fuck you! I feel that way at times. I'm not gonna lie, I hate him. I hate him and I hate the Mets. They're a disaster. And it's embarrassing that they crush you as much as they crush you. This wasn't enough of a convincing fashion for me to feel any better the next time these two teams meet. You needed it, though, desperately. I'm not playing games. I texted Ty when they were down 6-3. Tomorrow's gonna be insane with an emoji of the Simpsons of people with pitchforks on fire all marching at the same time, because that would have been us, and it definitely would have been me. I would have been losing my entire brain. It would have evaporated because I would have just screamed for probably 72 hours straight and drinking caffeine nonstop during it, where my body starts decapitating. They suck. Say it with me. They suck. Say it with me. They fucking suck. Stop. Stop playing games. Kill them! I demanded that weeks ago. Kill them! Kill them! And I can't necessarily say this was them doing that. But whoo, holy hell. Will I take it? I hate the base running by this team. Alec Boehm. Kyle Schwarber has been awful. I can't defend this. He didn't get a hit this series. Yo, Kyle, you're our leadoff guy, and you're one of our biggest leaders. If you can't show up, and he's had a lot of great moments for this club. I'm criticizing him in the right now, though, and I'm looking at these 3 games. We need you. And without you performing, it makes it harder for the rest of the squad. Trust me, the last thing I'm going to do is start waving my fist like I didn't see all of the internal problems with your Phillies pinstripes. I don't know what to say about Zach Wheeler. Is it just one of those? He hasn't been awful, but I do know that there's more in Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler went 5 1/3, 9 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walk batters in 107 pitches. So he can't even get through 6, and he's firing off 100 plus, almost sniffing 110. That's unacceptable. Where do you go from here? I don't know. I don't know if they can clean up what I think is sustainable. Meaning, their base running, what is it, 28 off the top of my head? 28 times they run themselves out on the bases? You don't legitimately compete when you do that. Show me a team where it happens as often as it does against the Phillies, and that squad is making major runs and winning big series. No, there's probably a billion innings where you could have taken over, where you could have sparked a 2-out rally. Let's say there's 2 outs, and then you try and force a single into a double. You get out, now it's the 3rd out, the inning's over, but there would have been 5 hits strung together. A couple doubles, back-to-back doubles, a single, a long ball, and that's a 4-run inning that is no longer there because for the 28th time, for the 29th time, for the 30th time, you're forcing the other team to get an advantage by giving them a free out. It's crazy.